have a look at the cosine rule in this video. So I'll do two on the cosine rule, one where we're finding a side and one where we're finding an angle. So this one's going to be finding a side. Now our cosine rule is for non-right angle triangles, and it is c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. So when we see the triangle like that, it may have letters on it already. I like to use the ones from the rule. So you can rewrite the rule to match the letters that you're using, or redraw the triangle to match the rule. So in this case, I haven't put any letters on there, so I'm going to label with what I've got. Now, I want to find my x there. So it's going to be my c because it's got its matching angle, because I always need a side and an angle that are in my question that I'm either finding out or I know. So in this case, I'm going to use the c there. I've got the angle cos c there, so I can do cos c, and I've got my two other sides. It doesn't matter what I call them, so I'm going to call them a and b. It doesn't matter if I've gone b and a. So starting off, I'm going to fill in what I know. So I've got x squared is equal to 5 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 5 times 8 times cos of 73. I'm then going to grab my calculator, always making sure that it is in degrees, not in radians, just in case it's been changed in your bag or something like that. It can come out of the mode by itself sometimes. So always double checking. So on my TIA 84 plus, I can see I've got degrees up the top there. If you've got the green scientific calculator, it will also have a DEG at the top to tell you it's in degrees. So starting with working some of these ones out. So I know that I've got 25 plus 64 minus 5 times 8 is 40 times 2 is 80 cos 73. So I'll do my 25 plus 64. That gives me 89. And then I'm taking from that cos 73 that is multiplied by 80, or I can just write 80 cos 73 in there. And that gives me 23.389. Now, the biggest error that I see is students will want to go 25 plus 64 and take away the 80 and then multiply by cos 73. These need to stay together. That's my biggest hint with regards to the cosine rule, is keeping those numbers together. So once we've done that, we've got our 89 take away the 23.389, we get 65.61, and that's my x squared. So then to get what my x is, I'll do the square root of that, and I get 8.1000. So I'll leave that as 8.1 centimeters. I always then have a look at my diagram and go, does that make sense in what I can see in my diagram? I've got 8.1. Yes, it fits with the other two measurements. It's in the same realms as those. If I'd come up with 80, I might then try and think about, does that make sense? Does that work out? Or if I'd got something like 0.03, then I might query that my number doesn't fit with the other numbers that I have. So always think about, is that number, does that make sense in the context of your question?